Episode of Milk Crate Business Moments. You know, a lot of times things happen in our lives, which I like to call milk crate moments, and things don't turn out the way we thought they were going to turn out. Our life takes an unexpected turn. A relationship gets derailed that we thought was lifetime. A business opportunity that we never expected pops up in front of us. Well, today my guest is Catharina Gimre, and Catharina has had her fair share of milk crate moments, when you say, Catharina, over the course of your life, right? And
Yes.
here's the awesome piece. Catharina has an accent, right? Catharina is from Sweden, and she's joining us. What time is it there, Catharina? Because this is
It's
live.
this is live and it's 10 o'clock in the evening. Yes.
Yeah, so thank you for staying up because you're also on my 5 a.m. call, right? So you're going to have to go to bed like right after this so that you can get up and be on that 5 a.m. call. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to give you a little bit of info about Catharina before we bring her on to talk to us today about her milk crate moment. Catharina started her business at the health as a health coach. She learned so much trying to heal herself naturally, always searching for an answer and a cure for the pain she was living with. Catharina found her horse could see her pain and never question it. Catharina quickly learned that her horse provided pain therapy. Sometimes all she needed was a hug from her horse. She also learned that her magical horse could also help others who were experiencing pain and trauma, or why they just don't feel well all the time. Catharina takes her clients on a step-by-step health journey in order to change their pain, change their health, and change their life. Catharina, can we see their pain? Can you see their pain?
Yeah. Yeah. This is when the horses is seeing the pain and they are feeling the pain. That is a really, really special moment when I see the horses help others
Yeah.
to really heal. When they are at the horse and they are like touching the horse and they get strong and they get more energy in life just by being with the horse, because they are like, when they are with the horse, they come maybe looking down and not feeling so well, and when they going from here, they are going with the head high and very happy and a big smile on their face.
Awesome. Well, let's start our talk today talking about your milk crate moment. So when you and I first talked about this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a milk crate moment, right? And you were telling me about the pregnancy that you had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you tell everybody about that piece?
Yeah. And you can say the word in English.
Topic. Topic.
Yeah. Because
Well, how
I
do you say?
had
Go ahead.
an ectopic pregnancy, and it it didn't go so wrong. It could go more wrong and more wrong. Because the doctor that would help me to take this away, uh, she punctured an artery in my vein in my leg. So yeah, there I was, like dying because all my blood was going out from my body.
Well,
So yeah.
that you can laugh about it now, right? Comedy,
Yes.
what is it? Time plus tragedy equals comedy, even though this is not comedic, right? So, all right, go ahead and
No.
tell us about that time.
Yeah, and I didn't know anything about this because I was in the hospital, so I didn't know what happened until I they woke me up after the surgery, and I didn't understand anything because I didn't see myself, because I they have pumped me with a lot of fluid so my body would not collapse. But I didn't understand that. Why am I here? Why is this? What has happened? And the first time I was very angry, and but after a while I just, I was tracked. I couldn't talk. So and so that's why I had the conversation with myself about how am I going to do this? How is this going to be okay? And how am I going to live with this? I didn't understand, because am I going to walk, or how will my life look like? And there it came to me, because I was at a conference that summer, and I have been listening to a guy, Tim Story, and he said a phrase: walk by faith and not by sight.
Mm.
And that came to me there, because what I saw myself lying there intubated, and it wasn't what it looked like, because I would only be there for a moment in my life. It wasn't to be the rest of my life. And I had a choice. We can end it here, but if you want to live, you have to put out all the burden you have on your back and leave it,
You
because you need all your energy to restore your life again.
you know what, I want to talk about that for just a moment, because when you and I spoke earlier, you said that same thing to me, that you had the choice to just end it right then and there, right? And I was shocked that you said that. And I remember what I asked you. I asked you, in Sweden, do they let you make that decision?
No, but that was in my head decision.
Okay, so
It
you
was not the people I was talking to, it was me. I get the question from whoever I was talking to. I think it was my own brain I was talking to,
Mhm.
but somebody was telling me and saying that you have a choice here, because I was in so bad shape, and the doctors had said they didn't know if I should survive. So I was in some kind of moment where, if you can choose here to end your life. So it was my choice.
So that's how you were feeling at the time, that you literally could have made that choice at any given moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So you chose life, right?
Yes, and because I said, no, I have a lot of things to do here on earth. So no, no, no. So what do I have to do to be here? And that was the thing that came up then, that you have to put out all the burden you are dragging around with, because it's taking you down, and you need all your energy that you can get to heal from this moment where you are right now. And
So,
that's what I choose.
well, I love, first of all, I love you, and I'm glad that you chose that I got to meet you. But so did you use the horses as a therapy for yourself at that time, or was that another time? Because listen, you've had your fair share of milk crate moments, right?
Yes, yes.
And
But
I would call yours.
I because I have my own horse since I was 15, and I have gone to my horses every day during all these years. And so that was also a big thing, because when I got home from the hospital, the first thing I wanted to do is go to my horse.
Mhm.
So that was also a journey for me, to just be able to walk to my horse, because I could have walked like a little one, like 10, 15 steps the first day, because they wouldn't want me to leave the hospital, but I said I have to go home to my cats and my horses. Because I knew that there I will recover much faster. So, and I just knew that I have to be there, because then I have to go down to my horse every day. So that was a thing, just to go down there, and then I have to rest for a couple of hours there, just to sit, and then I could walk up to my house again. So it was, but doing that every day, I came back.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know you had another instance where you literally had the horse push you out of the wheelchair.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
tell us about that. That was another great moment, right? So
yeah. It
quick
was.
quickie on this one because we're going to. I want to talk about your health business here in just a minute, but I would like. I love the when you told me that story. If you just give us a quick wrap up on that story.
Yeah, I I was at the loft, at the hay loft, and I fell from the hay loft for 4 meters. I don't know how it is
Four
in your
meters. 4
what?
meters. Did you say 4 meters?
Yes,
So that's roughly probably close to 12 feet for us.
yeah,
That's
uh, yeah. So I broke both my legs. I was like in the air and thinking I take it with the left leg. Oh no, that didn't go so right. So I went on on the other leg and both went off. So yeah, and
and then what
I
happened?
um I was at the hospital 1 week, and after 1 week they did the operation, and then I came home and I was in the wheelchair, and I couldn't go to the stable for myself. But I have a best friend. She was coming and getting me out of the house and into the car and with the wheelchair behind, and took me to the stable. And I was sitting in my wheelchair, and my horse like, "What are you doing there?" He was like pushing me when I was sitting, and I said, I cannot stand. I just said, yes, you can. Like he was on me all the time. And I had my crutches with me, but I was a little bit scared to stand with the crutches because if he pushed me, I wouldn't be able to stand at all, uh, just like that. So, um, but he pushed me out of the wheelchair, if you say so. But he like pushed me. You have to go up and just stand, and because he didn't like me sitting in a wheelchair and brushing him, he said there's something wrong here. So yeah, he pushed me out of the wheelchair because you have to be up faster.
Right.
I don't like to be here in the stable alone. I don't like when you're not coming every day. So he just wanted me to recover as fast as I could. So within 3 months, I was up in the saddle again,
Wow.
and that's because of him.
Well,
Yeah,
because I mean, people say horses have magical healing powers, right?
yeah,
Heard that more than one time from more than one person. So let's talk a little bit about the fact is that you've really been working on your health for a long time now.
yeah,
So, and I met you because when you, well, you still do. I met you last year, and you're selling Beamer.
yeah.
So can we tell people what Beamers are for those for that person who does not know?
And the beamer is working with the circulation in our bodies, so the body can heal itself from inside. So where you have bad circulation, the beamer helps so that the circulation starts all over. So it is like a trigger to help the body to loosen up where it's not functioning. So because the body is a miracle itself, and if you just help it a little bit on the way, it can heal. The body can heal itself, but it normally needs a little help.
Did you tell me, and I think you did, but did you tell me that you used the Beamer in some of your recovery from the fall out of the hay? I
Yeah,
hay,
yeah. Because when I fell from the hayloft, I had the beamers that is for horses in the stable. So before the ambulance people came, medication people came, I just said to everybody, go and fetch the beamer and put it on me, because the trauma that my body was having for that happened to me, I knew that if I put the beamer on, I know also that it will be a good fluid in my body, so nothing is stopping and getting trouble. So, and it's also a pain relief, so it was easy for me to do that. And then I had it with me um, during my weeks on in the hospital, and then I I just use it to recover also. So it was both ways to help with that.
Well, you were just here in April of this year, here in
Yeah,
not well, you were here for a moment in the Chicago area, but then you went with me to a retreat that I was doing for my clients in Florida. And what I
yeah,
noticed was you brought that beamer everywhere you went, right? We're sitting in
yeah,
a meeting and somebody complained about her foot, and in 2 seconds you were up and around and putting the beamer on the place she was complaining about on pain, and somebody
yeah,
else said something, and next thing I know she's wrapped in the beamer, right? And I know you believe in the beamer more, almost as much as you do the horses, right?
yeah,
Really
yeah.
help.
Because I know, I really know what the Beamer is doing uh, to helping people for to recover where something is not function in the blood circulation.
Right. So let's um let's talk about well, tell us some of the successes you've had with people using the beamer.
Yeah, I have had uh, great successes with the people that is coming here. I had a young guy. He was mixed in drugs, and they had tried everything. And he came here and just getting away from everything. And I had the horses, and he chose one of the horses that he was taking care of in the stable, walking in and out from the paddock, and then he was working out in the fields where the horses are. So he was around the horses for a week here, and for every day went on, he got stronger. And I just say that it's a miracle when you see a person that takes the hand and put it on the horse and something just happened. That is something that is it is I am so fortunate to be there to see it when it happens. So
Right.
I'm so happy about that. And he went home 1 week after 1 week and never touched the drug again.
Well, now that was the horse helped him, right?
Yeah.
Was he also
Yes.
using the
Yes.
beamer while he was there?
No,
Okay.
just the horse. That was just the horse.
Okay. Tell us a story about some of the success you've had using or some of your clients have had using the beamer.
Yeah, I have a woman that she was like having everything in her body. She needed to move, but when she was moving, everything hurts afterwards. So it was like moment 22 when you're like trying to do something and and then you stop doing it because it hurts more. So there was a mutual friend that introduced us, and she tried the beamer and she said, I will try it. And I said to her, what do you expect to happen with this? And what do you want to do? I want to go with the bicycle and not feeling any hurt in my body afterwards. And she bought a Beamer and they went to Spain. And 3 months afterwards, she sent me a big note on that. I am out riding with a bicycle 4 kilometers a day, and I'm not hurting in my body. And I was just so happy for her. And her husband said that I'm so happy I got my wife back. She's the big energy person that is jumping around here. And I'm so happy for us to have this, because they have gone sold everything and moved into a van and was traveling around and just wanted to enjoy life, and now they were doing that. So yeah, that was a very, very special moment, that everything happened for her that she expected to happen. So those memories with her, but she's still using it, so I'm happy for her with that also.
Uh, well, right before we wrap up here, I just want to say when we were in Florida, Bruce was having some swelling in his legs, and you put him on a. I told you that, or I mentioned it, and you immediately brought the Beamer over to our room, right? And you gave
Yeah.
him a, and it's like 8 minutes, right? You gave him an 8 minute session, then you gave me an 8 minute session, right? And what happened at the end of the time, our time together?
You bought a Beamer.
What a Beamer, right? I'm a proud Beamer. I use it daily, right? And it does. It keeps some of that inflammation down. It makes, I will say, I get up really early in the morning and I go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. And I feel pretty darn good every morning when I get out of bed, right? I usually have back pain, but for the most part, I'm sleeping on the Beamer now and I'm not having a ton of pain. So I love that part of it. Katharina, thank you so much for being here today and sharing um, everything with us and your stories about your health, that part of your health. I know that you are a health coach. How can people how can people get hold of you if they'd like to have a conversation with you either about health coaching, equine therapy? Maybe they'd have to go to Sweden to have some health coaching, or I know you do it via Zoom, or maybe they would just want to come and have some equine therapy, or they want to
Yeah.
buy a Beamer or have a conversation about a Beamer. How can they get hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on my LinkedIn. That is a good place to get a hold of me. And I think we are live on LinkedIn and Facebook right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I so appreciate you being here, and
Thank you, Jean, for having me. I'm so grateful for everything and what you are doing, because you are doing a great job.
thank you. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you.